everybody. So I thought I would do a side-by-side between beer number 4 and beer number 5 in my 2-hop series featuring Cascade and Centennial. Now, I was doing these, I just got done doing these reviews, and I'm thinking to myself, why haven't I done a side-by-side on these two? Because they're using the same 2-row, but they're adding another grain. Now, beer number 4 is adding the Cherry Wood Smoked Malt to it. Then beer number 5 is using Vienna Malt. Now, is this a real comparison? They use the same hop schedule from the same packs. But I would consider Vienna a base malt, and I would consider the Cherry Wood Smoked Malt an adjunct, where you're not going to be adding a ton of it. Like Vienna, you could add 4 or 5 pounds to a beer, where you probably wouldn't want to do that to a Cherry Wood. Excuse me, beers are carved. Could you? Sure. I haven't done it, so I can't say no, don't do it. I don't think you would want to, but that doesn't mean that you can't. So we'll go by the bottles. I'm not going to go over the recipe. If you want to, I will put cards up top that will link to playlists that have all these in there. I think 5 or 6 different reviews have been done on each one. So beer number 4 was bottled on 8/29/2019. 7.12% ABV. Beer number 5 was bottled on 8/30/2019, 7.51%. So if anything, if you just wanted to call it how it is, you could say Vienna Malt has a little bit more sugar in it. Is that the case? I don't know. It could be that the yeasts were happier on one day versus the other day, and that's why the ABV's a little bit higher. Now, these are both 11 months old. This is July 2020. So, beer number 4 has been out the longest because I did the review on that first. From the heads, I would have to give it to beer number 4. It's staying around. It's healthier. It's bigger than beer number 5. I do have a couple leaf particles in beer number 5, but that's because I bottled directly out of the fermenter. So, for the color, I would have to say they look identical, except for this one looks clear, if I had to say. Color, yeah, I would say the color's the same, which is weird because I know I just did these and I said this was a little darker, of a golden yellow, but I don't know if it's because I drank it. I can't. They're the same. It's just this one's clear. Yeah. That's weird. Maybe stuff was floating in there and it looked. Yeah, I mean, it's barely. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not. But yeah, beer number 5 is clear, but same colors. To me, it doesn't matter, so no score there. Let's go ahead and smell. Now, obviously, we're using 2 pounds, 4 ounces of 2-row, then 4 ounces of something. So beer 4, Cherry Wood Smoke, beer 5, the Vienna Malt. So let's see if we can smell a difference. I do get more of that honey malt coming out of there. There is a little floral and citrus, but now that it's warmed up, that honey malt is coming up more. This is more lemon citrus. I do get a tiny bit of toasted malt, but that lemon citrus is a lot more. Yeah. Yeah, so for the smell, I would have to give it to beer number 5. Now, I don't know why that is. Again, they're using the same hop schedule, so there's more Centennial or more Cascade than Centennial in both of these. But I'm not sure If that's because maybe the Vienna malt, the pH is doing something and it's helping it. Um, in this review for beer number 5, I did say that it was like a fresh lemon citrus. I don't know if the Vienna just holds up longer, so that's why we're not getting that honey malt in there. Yeah, yeah, definitely a bigger honey malt coming from that. Yeah, I would have to go with beer number 5 because I don't want to drink honey malt. I want to drink a beer with hops in it. Let's go ahead and taste. It has calmed down. You do get that honey malt, a little floral, a little citrus. Um, Bitterness isn't as big, but I still feel it in the aftertaste. Aftertaste is that honey water malt with some citrus in there. Flavor profile, or that malt profile, is the same. This one does bring more citrus. I'm not going to say lemon citrus right now. I don't know if it's just because it's had time to warm up. There is a malty side to it, but I'm not getting as much lemon citrus as I got when it was cold, directly, open, poured, smelled, tasted. Um, but yeah, it does. It does have that same kind of maltiness to it. It's a lot bigger in beer 4 than it is in beer 5. So I don't know if that's that 2 row. It has to be the 2 row that's doing it. The If I was doing these blind, I would say this one is using a floral hop and this one is using a citrus hop. You can really pick that out of these two. At least now I can. What about the bodies? I think beer 5, which is weird because I'm pretty sure I said the opposite in the videos. Beer 5 has a lighter body, and that is the higher ABV one. Which is weird because in the reviews, I know I said that beer number 5 was a thicker body, but now tasting them side by side, that's not the case, but it does make sense. We extracted more sugar out of beer number 5, so it's going to be a lighter body. If we wanted the body heavier, we could leave some sugars in there, which would bring down our final ABV. But because there's more sugar in there, you're going to get a thicker body, and it does show in this side by side. But yeah, I would say, if I had to guess, I would say they're using the same grain bill, but beer number 4 is using a floral hop, floral earthy, and beer number 5 is using almost a pure citrus hop. And that's all you could pick out. I can't taste the difference from Vienna to a Cherry Wood Smoked Malt. I'm not getting any smokiness from beer number 4. No woodsy. I guess if you want to say floral, some of that could be, but I'm going to say no. I think all that floral's coming from the Cascade hop. But yeah, I couldn't tell. And I would say they're the same color. Same color, but somehow this one is a little cleaner, clearer. But yeah, I think this was good. I would go with beer number 5 if I had to drink, something like this all the time. You can't taste the alcohol in either one of them, but for the one that I would want to drink, if I had to drink it, you know, a full 5 gallons of it, I would go with beer number 5. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out some more reviews over here. And until next time, happy brewing.